Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's jump right in. Short form video, it's everywhere.
Absolutely unavoidable.
And Instagram Reels specifically, they've really taken center stage. I saw this stat. Reels apparently get like 22% more engagement than regular video posts.
Wow, 22%. That's actually huge. It
Yeah.
really underlines how much viewing habits have changed.
It really does. And speaking of boosting things, if you're trying to grow your social media presence, check out rapidboost.net. They offer solutions for giving your profiles a bit more visibility. Worth a look.
That engagement figure definitely points towards that instant connection people are looking for now. Quick, dynamic stuff.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, we're not just going to skim the surface on Reels.
No, they're definitely going deeper.
We want to get into the creative strategies, the stuff that actually helps your business grow. Moving past just posting basic things.
Like how to make that real connection.
Yeah. So our mission here is to pull out actionable ideas, real insights from the guides we looked at, sort of a shortcut for you listening to figure out what works for Instagram Reels in a business context.
Sounds good. And maybe we should start with the fundamental question: why reels? Why are they so essential right now? Feels like they went from nice to have to must have pretty fast.
You totally nailed it. Short form video is just dominant, and Instagram, well, they've pushed Reels hard. Meta even says their algorithm gives Reels priority.
Which means more reach, potentially.
Exactly. If you make good Reels, you're kind of playing into a system designed to show your stuff to more people, maybe even hit the Explore page, that kind of thing.
That algorithmic boost is definitely a big piece of it. But our sources also kept talking about authenticity, that instant, authentic connection. That feels really key, too.
Oh, completely. It seems like people are just, less interested in the super polished, maybe overly produced brand campaigns these days.
Yeah, they want something real.
They do. And Reels give businesses this chance to, lower the curtain a bit, show the human side.
That quick peek behind the scenes, maybe unscripted sometimes. It just feels more genuine.
Way more genuine than a big ad shoot.
And that authenticity builds trust.
Right. Which is, fundamental for any customer relationship, especially long term. Showing the people, the process, it creates a bond.
And it works across the board, doesn't it? It's not just for fashion brands or something. The material showed tons of different examples.
Oh, for sure. Super adaptable. Doesn't matter if you're selling physical products, offering services, sharing expertise. Reels can work.
You see product demos, service businesses, talking values.
Exactly. Building community, the versatility is a huge plus.
Okay, so the why is clear. Reels are important. Now let's get practical. The how. What are some actual creative ideas? Our guide was packed. Let's start with educational and value-driven Reels. Sounds like a solid starting point.
Definitely. It positions you as an authority. Think about those quick tip Reels.
Yeah, those little 60-second nuggets. Exactly. Deliver immediate value. Solve a small problem. Like a skincare brand showing a quick hack for applying something.
Right, something genuinely useful that makes them remember you.
Precisely. It builds goodwill. And then there are the step-by-step how-tos.
Ah, yeah, the visual guides. The source mentioned HubSpot data suggesting these get saved and shared a lot.
Makes sense. People are visual learners. Seeing steps makes complex things easier. Assembling a product, a recipe, teaching a skill.
Things you actually want to come back to.
Exactly. That's why the save rate is high. There are resources.
And this idea of infographics in motion, that caught my eye. Taking data and making it dynamic.
Yeah, animating it, adding branding. It turns potentially dry info into something, engaging.
Much better than a static chart.
Absolutely. Higher retention, looks innovative, and it's just inherently more shareable.
Okay, cool. Let's shift to another big category, behind the scenes. This ties right back into that authenticity thing we were talking about.
It really does, showing the human side, like company culture highlights.
What does that actually look like? Team stuff.
Yeah, maybe the team working together, brainstorming.
Right.
Even just a quick, fun moment in the office, it makes the brand feel less like a faceless corporation.
More approachable.
Exactly. Builds confidence. You feel like you know who you're buying from or working with.
And showcasing the manufacturing or production process, like that artisan coffee roaster example, that seems really powerful for certain businesses.
Oh, totally. Especially now, people care about where things come from, how they're made,
yeah.
showcasing craftsmanship, the quality, the unique steps.
It differentiates you.
Big time. It justifies value, tells a story, much better than just saying, we're high quality, show it.
And then founder or employee spotlights. Putting faces to the name seems simple, but effective.
It's so effective. It humanizes everything. Hearing personal stories, motivations, It creates familiarity,
Yeah.
trust, makes people feel more connected, more loyal.
Okay, let's talk trends. Because, man, there's always a new sound or challenge, right? The guide says participate strategically. What does that mean? Not just jumping on everything.
Pretty much. Don't just follow the crowd blindly. Ask, does this trend actually fit our brand? Does it make sense for our audience?
Like the law firm example, using a funny sound for legal myths.
Perfect example. It was relevant, used the trend's reach, but stayed true to their expertise. It didn't feel forced.
Right, you leverage the trend without looking silly or, like, desperate.
Hmm.
Makes sense. What about reimagining popular audio clips?
That can be really fun. Trending audio already has attention. So if you can use it in an unexpected, clever, maybe humorous way that connects to your brand.
It gets shared more.
Exactly. It's about putting your unique spin on it. Surprise people.
And using Reels to react to industry news, like quick takes.
Yeah, that positions you as a thought leader, offering timely commentary, insights. It shows you're engaged in the broader conversation in your field. Sparks discussion, too.
Smart. Okay. Entertaining Reels. Because sometimes you just need to grab attention, maybe make someone smile. Brand humor and memes. How do businesses do that without, messing up their image?
It comes down to knowing your audience and being relevant. Like that IT company making fun of common tech frustrations.
Ah, relatable humor.
Exactly. If it fits your brand's personality and your audience gets it, lighthearted humor makes you more approachable, more memorable.
And mini skits and POV stories.
Yeah.
Point of view, right?
Yeah. Putting the viewer in a relatable situation, maybe one that involves your product or service subtly. They get drawn in, high watch-through potential.
And immersive. I like that. And interactive this or that polls seems pretty straightforward.
Super simple, but effective. Gets people clicking, interacting, boosts engagement metrics.
And you actually learn something from the answers.
Right. Valuable feedback on what people prefer. It's market research almost.
Okay, another big one. Showcasing customer stories and user-generated content, or UGC. Testimonials are gold, but in real format.
Even better, video testimonials are powerful social proof. Seeing and hearing a real person builds way more trust than just text. Reposting those as reels. Huge credibility boost.
And celebrating UGC when customers create content using your stuff.
That's a win-win, totally. You make your customers feel seen, valued, and you get authentic content to share.
Like the Gymshark example with people sharing workout videos.
Brilliant community building. It encourages more people to share, makes a brand feel like a collective. Really powerful for loyalty.
Okay, last category. Product or service showcases done differently. Getting creative with how you show what you offer?
Yeah, move beyond just the basic demo, like highlighting unexpected use cases.
How so?
Like the example of using stationery not just for notes, but as like goal trackers or creative planners. It sparks ideas, shows versatility.
I see. It makes you think about the product differently. And quick teasers for new launches, building hype.
Exactly. Instead of one big reveal, use short, intriguing clips. Build anticipation. Get people talking, guessing. Creates buzz.
Makes the launch feel like an event.
Oh.
And collaborating with creators for tutorials with a twist.
Smart move. Partnering with creators who already connect with your target audience, it gets you in front of new people.
And feels more authentic coming from them.
Often, yeah. Their real-life demos, their perspective, it can carry more weight than a brand just talking about itself. Great for reach and credibility.
Wow, okay. That's a lot of great ideas. So to kind of pull it all together, what are the main action steps for a business wanting to use Reels effectively?
Well, the guide really boils it down to a few key things. First, know your audience.
Yeah.
Like really know them. Use your analytics, ask them questions.
Okay, understand who you're talking to. Makes sense.
Second, plan your content mix. Don't just do one thing. Mix it up. Educational, entertaining, trends, community stuff. Keep it varied.
Right, not just sales pitches.
Definitely not. Third, prioritize authenticity and value. Don't obsess over perfection. Focus on being real and helpful.
Good advice. What else?
Fourth, optimize for retention. Get them hooked early, use subtitles, super important, and have a clear call to action. What do you want them to do next?
Got it. Hook, subtitles, CTA.
Fifth, measure what's working. Track your metrics. See what resonates and adapt your strategy. Don't just post and forget.
Learn and adjust. Okay.
And finally, consider collaboration. Working with others, like creators, can really broaden your reach.
So it really sounds like Reels are this massive opportunity for businesses to tell their story differently, connect more deeply.
Absolutely, and drive real growth.
It's about experimenting, finding that balance. Value, authenticity, entertainment. but always staying true to your brand.
Exactly that. Find your unique voice within the format.
And the key is actually doing it right, taking these ideas, trying them out, seeing what sticks to boost reach, spark conversations, build that community.
Couldn't agree more. It's an ongoing process, but the payoff in terms of engagement and growth can be huge.
Definitely. So here's a final thought to leave you with. What if you consistently focused your Reels strategy on genuinely understanding and serving your community's specific needs and interests? Could that create a kind of self-sustaining cycle of growth and engagement? What surprising things might you learn just by really listening to how your audience reacts to different types of Reels? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.